Morning, I am JVN Dr. Sangeeta Gautam. My topic name is Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle. This is from Inorganic Chemistry. Heisenberg Uncertainty Principle, there is a major problem with the wave and particle duality. A wave with a definite frequency and wavelength. For example, a nice sine wave does not have a definite location. At a definite location at a specific time, the wave would have a definite phase, but the wave would not be said to be located there. A nice traveling sine wave is equals to a sine kx omega t. A particle does have a definite location at a specific time, but it does not have a frequency or wavelength. In between case, a group of sine waves can add together to give a semi-definite location. Result of Fourier analysis is this: the more the group shows up as a spike, the more waves it takes to make the group. A rough drawing of a sample in between case where the wave is somewhat localized and made up of several frequencies. You can see in this diagram. A formal statement of this Fourier analysis in mass is delta x star delta k is equals to 2, where k is equals to 2 pi upon lambda, and delta indicates the uncertainty in the value. But from the de Broglie hypothesis, lambda is equals to h upon p, this uncertainty relationship becomes delta x star delta 2 pi upon lambda is equals to delta x star delta 2 pi p upon h is equals to 1 by 2, or delta x delta p is equals to h upon 2. The above is the best we can do since there is always some experimental uncertainty. Thus, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle says delta x star delta p is greater than h upon 2, h by 2. A similar relationship from Fourier analysis for time and frequency, delta t star delta omega is equals to 1 by 2, leads to the another part of the uncertainty principle using h is equal to hf. Delta t star delta e is greater than h upon 2. There is a third part, delta del theta star del L is greater than h upon 2, where L is the angular momentum value. All of this is a direct result of the wave by particle duality of light and matter. Let's look at how this works in practice. Consider trying to locate an electron somewhere in space. You might try to see the electron by hitting it with a photon. The next slide will show an idealized diagram, that is, it will shows a diagram assuming a definite position from the electron. For the electron, we fire an incoming photon at the electron, have the photon hit and bounce, and then trace the path of the outgoing photon back to see where the electron was. You can see this is incoming photon and this is electron, and you can see in this diagram the different outgoing photons, and these are striking on an electron slit, so we can determine direction of the outgoing photon. Here the wave particle duality creates a problem in determining where the electron was. You can see in this diagram. If we make the slit narrower to better determine the direction of the photon, hence the location of the electron, the wave nature of light will cause the light to be diffracted. This diffraction pattern will cause some uncertainty in where the photon actually came from, and hence some uncertainty in where the electron was. We can reduce the diffraction angle if we reduce the wavelength, but if we do increase the energy of the photon will hit the electron harder and make it move more from its location, which will increase the uncertainty in the momentum of the electron. Thus, we can decrease the delta x of the electron only at the expense of increasing the uncertainty in delta p of the electron. Let's consider a second example, trying to locate an electron's gamma position by making it go through a narrow slit. Only electrons that make it through the narrow slit will have a y value determined within the uncertainty of the slit width. But the more we narrow the slit, the more the diffraction effect, and the more we are uncertain of the gamma motion of the electron. But let's take a look how much uncertainty there is delta x. Delta p is greater than h by 2. Note that h by 2 is a very small number. Its value is from 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 35 per second, joule per second. If we were to apply this a steel ball of mass 0.002 kg plus minus 0.00002 kg rolling at a speed of 2 meter per second plus minus 0.02 meter per second, the uncertainty in momentum would be 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 kg per meter per second. From the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, then the best we could be sure of the position of the steel ball would be delta x is equal to h by 2 by delta p is equals to 5.3 into 10 to the power minus 35 joule second and 4 into 10 to the power minus 7 kg meter per second is equals to 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 28 meter. Recall the size of an atom is only about 1 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. As we have just demonstrated, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle comes into play only when we are dealing with very small particles like individual electrons or photons, not when we are dealing with normal size objects. If we apply this principle to the electron going around the atom, then we know the electron is somewhere near the atom. Delta x is equal to 2r is equal to 1 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Then there should be at least some uncertainty in the momentum of the atom. Delta px is greater than 5 into 10 to the power minus 35 joule second. 1 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter is equals to 5 into 10 to the power minus 25 meter per second. Solving for P is equal to mv from the Bohr's theory, kinetic energy plus potential energy is equals to total energy is equals to 1 by 2 mv square minus k e square by r is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt gives V is equal to 2.2 into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 6 meter per second gives P is equal to mv. M value is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg and V value is 2.2 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. So there is the P value is 2 into 10 to the power minus 24 kg meter per second. This means Px is between minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 24 kg meter per second and 2x 10 to the power minus 24 kg meter per second, with the maximum delta Px being 5 into 10 to the power minus 25 kg meter per second, or 25% of the value of the P. Thus, the Heisenberg uncertainty principle says that we can't really we can't calculate exactly where and how fast the electron is going around the atom at any particular time. This is consistent with the idea that the electron is actually a wave as we moves around the electron.